Do you guys want a story time video? Yes? So you look drunk. Cannoli, are you drunk? Go with daddy. So today's video is gonna be a story time video. This is my first one, so I might suck at it. I love watching story time videos. I think they're fun and different and just a little more relaxed. I feel like you get to know people a little bit more. There's one story in particular that I've hinted at, but I never really told the full story, and I said, you know, I won't get into it, but we're gonna get into it today, because why not? Today's story is gonna be called Stranded in the Ocean, Topless. Dun dun dun. Listen. No judgment here, okay? This was like back in the day when I was young, wild, and free and just living my life with no consequence anywhere here. I didn't even think about consequences. I didn't think about anything. I was just like, yeah. Let me paint the picture for you, okay? Me and two of my friends went to Belize. This was my first time. I was super excited. It was my friend's birthday. We were gonna go for a little vacation. It was gonna be so great. It all was really great. Until the day of her birthday. We had met two guys on the island. They were like, hey, yeah, we're all going out on a boat. Do you guys wanna come out on the boat with us? It's gonna be so much fun. I was like, hell yeah, I wanna go out on the boat. So it was me, two of my girlfriends, and two other guys. Set sail into the sea. At one point, we're in the middle of the ocean and we're like, yeah, let's just go in and swim around. And they had spears with them when they went in the water. They're like, yeah, it's good to have that because there's a lot of sharks here. And you just to protect yourself, you never know. And I was like, what? Sharks? So after we get out of the water, we got back into the boat, we're partying, we're having a good time, we're having a lot of drinks. And then at one point, all of us decided like, oh, we gotta pee, you know, and where else do you go? You're in the middle of the ocean, you gotta get out into the ocean. We were like, yeah, let's go pee, woo, it's gonna be so fun. One of my friends goes to dive off and like, I pulled her swimsuit top. She was like, oh my God. And I don't know why, because, you know, I was reckless. And then I jumped in and my friend did the same thing to me, the other friend, and here we are, all in the water. We're just like, woo, thinking we're on Girls Gone Wilder. Then one of the guys jumps in the water too. The other guy's still on the boat. We're thinking we're just gonna jump in, jump out really quick. Out of nowhere, the last guy on the boat jumps out into the water. And I guess the boat was still on. We're just in there like dumbasses, swimming, having a good time. Next thing I know, I turn around and I'm like, oh my God, the boat is far.
Daniel, where's the boat? That's a good question.
The one guy that jumped off the boat last was like, oh shit, I didn't turn the boat off. He starts swimming towards the boat. It's at the point where there's no way you could catch up to that boat, even if you tried. He swam and he kept swimming, and it got to the point where I couldn't see the boat. I couldn't see him anymore. I'm a terrible swimmer, by the way. Like, I suck. So I'm there the whole time, just treading the water, like, look a little duck. My other two girlfriends are doing the same thing, and we have one of the guys with us. He is super tall, taking turns holding each of us up because we're getting so tired. He would hold up my friend for a little bit so that she could take a break, and then he would hold up me, and then he was just trying to help us out because we were exhausted. I want to say like an hour went by and we're in the water.
We're dead! We're dead! We'll survive, but we're dead!
Finally, we decided like we have to swim to shore. And the thought of it freaked me out because one, all I can think about is sharks. I felt like I just wanted to stay still. And two, I suck at swimming. For me to get there was gonna take forever. But that was our only option. We all start swimming towards shore. We see this little island in the distance and we're like, let's just start swimming towards it. So we're swimming. We get close to shore. It's not like a nice shore where it's like, oh, you're just gonna roll up onto the sand. It was like if there was a jungle underwater, but it was slimy and gross and it was thick. And we had to crawl, like soldier crawl through this nasty, like whatever it was. I was so scared that one of my friends put me on her back and she was like army crawling because I just froze. I was like, ugh, like I can't do it. I don't know what's under there. I don't know what's below me. I started panicking, kind of having an anxiety attack. And don't forget, all the while we're all topless like idiots. Anyways, we finally get to shore. Thank God we're there and we see this house. It looks like a vacation house. It looks totally empty. There's like nobody around, nothing around. We decide, let's go see if there's anything or anyone we can find to get help because this guy swam for the boat and we haven't seen him since. We see that there's kayaks on the side of this vacation house. So we were like, let's borrow this person's kayak. We'll take it out to the ocean and we'll bring it back when we're done. Here we are, we're pulling the kayak out. Then I hear this woman scream inside the house. And she was like, honey, there's 3 topless girls outside trying to steal your kayak. And he comes running out. We're like trying to pull the kayak out. The husband comes running out and he walks outside and he's like, can I help you guys with something? We all dropped the kayak and we're standing there like this. My friend's panicking and she's kind of crying. So she was like, oh my God, like she's telling him the story. She's like, our friend is stranded out there. We're just gonna borrow the kayak. Like we don't know where he is. We weren't even speaking. He ended up being so nice. He was like, you know, I have a boat. Like I can take you and go find your friend and it will be a lot faster than the kayak. And we were just so relieved. We were like, oh my God, please, if you could do that for us, that would be so great. We all hop on his boat. And this is the most awkward boat ride I've ever been on in my life. There we are, 3 of us, topless, sitting there just like holding ourselves like this. And he's trying to make conversation and we were like, it was so awkward. As we went to go look for him, we finally saw something coming out of the water in the distance.
Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me?
I guess he had found a branch that was coming from the ocean and he grabbed it and he said that he swears that that saved him. Imagine how long he was treading water for. Once we found our friend, we picked him up in the jet boat and then we went to go find the boat. We found it. We got back onto it. We thanked the guy for helping us save our friend. I think he thought the whole thing was funny. Like he was like these kids and I'm sure it's a fun story for him to tell. And that was it. That was the time I was stranded in the ocean topless. I never ever have done or taken my top off since in a public setting, ever. That was the one time and one is all I needed. I learned my lesson, okay? So let this be a lesson to you. This was terrible. All of it was dumb. From the beginning to the end, it was just like dumb decision after dumb decision. Although I don't take responsibility for the boat being on. Okay, that wasn't my department. That was Homeboy's department and he just, you know, let it go. It's okay. We were all young, dumb, stupid kids, but it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good way for my friend to spend her birthday, I guess. And I'll never forget it, that's for sure. Great story to tell. Definitely don't regret it. It's such a good memory. We still laugh about it now. We never are gonna forget this trip. It's funny that my friend ended up marrying the guy that was holding us up in the ocean. That was years ago, and then they just like linked back up and got married. So I think that's funny. It all like kind of came full circle. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like story times, I mean, I have stories, okay? I have many stories that I could just sprinkle in. Embarrassing things.
As long as you're not talking shit about me.
I might. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you're into storytime videos. I think it's kind of fun and cool. So give it a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.